Try to get this volume up in case it's down. Like a major shift coming in your life. Are you sensing? You may be sensing that there is something like a major shift coming in your life. You know it's coming. You know that the path that you were on and that you are on is only like a temporary path, a stepping stone to get you to where you need to go. And if you look back on your life, you may have noticed that, and you can if you look really intently, that all the different paths that you went on were truly like different stepping stones that had a purpose. Otherwise, you would not have stepped onto that stone and the path associated with that stone. It was part of your journey. And you may be at this point in your life where you're on a stepping stone, but you're getting ready to step onto another stepping stone. You're like in between stepping stones, and you're already extending your foot out to step on the other stepping stone. And as you're doing that, you may feel a little bit of uncertainty. You may feel, I don't exactly know what's going to become of this, but I feel like the stepping stone, this just now brought back something to my memory. There was this dream I had a long time ago, a spiritual dream. I was standing on this grassy embankment, and there was a man dressed in like an old robe or something, with a book, with brown hair and a beard. And there was this massive mountain, a great big massive mountain across the way. And there was this wooden bridge with wooden planks. And there was this young lady on it. She had a dress on, and she was walking her way across this wooden plank to get to where the mountain was on the other side. But there was a massive, massive drop off. And I remember standing there with the man with the book, looking at him, and I looked beside me on the ground, and the ground was raising up, and I knew what was under the ground. It was a great big black snake, massive, massive black snake. And he looked at it, and he knew I saw it. He said, "Don't worry about it. It's always going to be there, but it can't harm you." And he was more or less telling me, "You've got to make your way to the other side." And I looked at that young lady, and as she looked back, some of the wooden planks started to fall off. And I'm thinking, I can't go across that, because as soon as I cross it, the wooden planks are going to start falling. And then more of the wooden planks started falling where she was at, and the man disappeared. And I knew I had to get to the other side. I had to get beyond this massive chasm, and I had to scale the mountain. And it was like solid rock. And as I walked to the side of the mountain, it had like an L shape, kind of, sort of. It was L shaped. And these ledges would appear for me to grab onto with my hands and with my feet. This is where the stepping stones come in. And with each step that I took with my foot, one ledge would come out for my hands, but I couldn't stay in any position too long, because the ones underneath my foot would go away, and I had no choice but to step on the other ledge that kept appearing beneath me. And the same way with my hand, I had to go super fast. I didn't have time to ponder, what am I going to do? No. If I did not move, that stepping stone, that ledge was gone beneath my foot. And I kept going and going and going super fast until I came to the other side, the big length of the mountain. And there was this two massive windows or something, or one great big massive window. It was enormous. That massive window must have been the whole width of this, maybe 15 foot. And there in the mountain was this man with long, long hair, long whitish like hair, and this woman with long whitish like hair, but they had on like robes. And I was holding on to the ledge with my hand, and I had a ledge under my feet too, and they were looking at me, and I thought, I can't get in. The window is solid. It was solid. It was a solid window. It wouldn't open up. And then just then, when the ledge beneath my foot started disappearing and the one for my hand started disappearing, this like great big purple curtain appeared out of nowhere, came through where the window was. It wrapped me up in it. It laid me down on the floor of the mountain inside, and there they were standing over me. And it was like, I couldn't believe it, but they couldn't believe that I had made it that far, and there I laid. But I was safe inside there with that. That's what the stepping stone reminded me of. It just brought it back to my mind. You may feel like the stepping stone that you are on now, which have many stepping stones throughout our life. You can't stay on it. You've got to go to the next stepping stone. You may be at that point in your life too. You're stepping toward it and you're unsure, but you know you can't continue on that stone that you were. It's like you've used up all of the whatever it was that you were supposed to do on that particular stepping stone. You have to go to the next one, stepping stones of life, more or less, to continue on your journey. And it's not going to be exactly the same, but it's on the same path, but it's a different thing. Now you have to step into a different, whatever is contained within that stepping stone. So a major shift is coming, and I'm wondering, are you, oh, now I guess let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this. While I'm talking to you, there is not one single comment that is appearing on my end. Even though I can see there's 72 people watching and 16 thumbs up, not a single comment is appearing. I don't know if you're all commenting on another device, like on the, if I was to get on my laptop or not. So a major shift. This is a time of major shifting, a major transformation. You may feel like your life is in a transformative state right now, that you're transforming on the inside and you feel it. It's like you're what you're supposed to do is like, it's changing now. It's changing. It's ever changing. And in this world, throughout your life, you have had constant like changing, rearranging on the inside of you. You may have had that your whole entire life, is like a evolving or something like that. Yeah, this is time like a major shift is coming. I think this moon energy affects people differently. It does. And whether you're ready for it or not, the shift is coming. It's kind of like within 2 years, there will be a catastrophic mutating event. Catastrophic mutating, that means a massive, massive change, an event that is going to be forever life changing. That's what the you know who said. Within 2 years, in 2 years. And with life being so changing, you got to be ready to change too. You have to change on the inside of you. You have to get rearranged. You got to get spiritually stronger. And in order to get spiritually stronger, there's a change that has to happen on the inside of you. And you've got to grow in order to go forward to meet that change, all those challenges face on in your life. You do. You may feel that also. I'm feeling it in my spirit. I am. A massive spiritual change. I mean, I still have all the other changes that have occurred within me. It's just like another look at the things that are happening in your life as transforming you into who you need to be, because you're still a work in progress. It's like God's still working on me. He's not finished yet. I'm a work in progress. When you create masterpieces, they don't just, oh no, slowly, 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 slowly. Big masterpiece. It's like those I don't know, big fancy meals that people eat. There's a lot of I guess a lot of work that goes into it. Yeah, it's a lot of work that goes into you to make you who you ought to be. No, there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes in your life. You may not be able to see it, you may not realize it, but there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes in your life that's has to be worked out. Even though you feel it, you say, I feel that change coming, but I just can't see what's happening behind the scenes. Well, that's not for you to see what's happening behind the scenes. That's where the mysteries come into play. Because if you were to see what was happening behind the scenes, you would not be able to focus on what you're doing right now, and you may get yourself distracted because you want to get into that. Well, that's not for you to get into you. That is not for you to get into what's going on behind the scenes. It's not for you to see. Truly, you do not want to see some of the things that are happening behind the scenes that have been occurring throughout your life. You do not want to see it because you probably would not be able to handle what was happening. It would be beyond your human understanding. So a major shift is coming, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you're commenting, I can't see nothing. I wonder if I logged on to my laptop, if I could see. There's been a lot of stuff happening electronically, and I don't know if it's part of like major upgrades that are taking place. Got this moon energy. You got to be ready for the moon energy. You do. Get ready for that moon energy because it's here. You may say with that moon energy, it's all hocus pocus. There's nothing to it. Nothing to any of that. Really? My nose is starting to tickle. Well, I think there's a lot more. That's like that's like saying there are no mysteries out there. There's no supernatural. There's no spiritual. Well, there's no supernatural. There's no mysterious. There's nothing. It's all what it is. What it is. Then how did you come into existence? Can you completely explain it? How did you come to existence? I'm going to try to get over here to my YouTube channel to see if I can get in here. To see if I'm even being seen on here in the comment section. In the big scope of life, it doesn't matter. Because I feel like I'm getting ready to step on another stepping stone of life. It's like when you learn all that you're supposed to learn, then the lesson is learned. Just like in school. Once you learned everything you're supposed to learn in a particular grade, then you advance to the next grade. That's what it is like life. Whatever it is you were supposed to learn, you learn it, and then you go on to the next life. It looks like, it looks like the comments have been turned completely off. Let me look. And the comments were turned on this end. Oh yeah, you're not even commenting on here. It's not showing anything on my end, you all. Let me show you what they've done. There's no comments. There's nothing allowed. You may be watching and you may be wanting to comment. Don't tell me I gotta go all the way upstairs. Something does not want me to step on that stepping stone. Let me tell you, that's how I'm gonna look at it. It doesn't want me There's some kind of spiritual force out there that does not want me to step on the stepping stone that I'm supposed to step on going forward in this life. Doesn't want me to step on it. And that's what I'm feeling in my spiritual self. Does not want me to step on the stepping stone that I am supposed to be stepping on. I'm sorry. It just doesn't matter at this point. It does not matter at this point. You listening to me right now? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me get this I gotta get this mess straightened up. Let me tell you something. You looking at me? It doesn't want me to step on the stepping stone that I'm supposed to step on. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but I have noticed this, that when I'm supposed to say something, when I'm supposed to do something, there is interference that occurs within the spiritual realm. There is. And the energy flows and through the internet and stuff, electricity. We're electrical beings. If you're watching this, please give this video a thumbs up because they don't want you talking on here. They think that if they hold the comments, it's going to stop me. Excuse me. I want that energy out there to know you're not going to stop my spiritual path in this life. You're not. Whatever spiritual force is out there, you're not going to stop it. You're not. You didn't set the path in front of me, and you're not going to keep me from walking on the path that's already set in front of me, because every time I take my foot off a stepping stone, one is going to magically appear in front of me. And that's how it's going to be till I get to my journey's end. You're not going to stop my spiritual evolution on this earth. You're not. I'm just going to tell you right now. You're not going to stop it. I'm going to accomplish what I was set out to accomplish. Do I know exactly what it is? No, but I got the faith on the inside of me to keep going forward. And whatever energy's out there that's trying to stop it, you're not. I promise you. I promise you from my spirit, you will not stop my spiritual path on earth. I am going to be fully equipped, and I am fully equipped for everything that comes my way. I am fully equipped to step forward in faith and do what I am supposed to do. I know it in my spirit. My spirit knows it. You're not going to stop me. I'm just going to tell you, you're not. I will share whatever I feel led within my spirit to share. I will. You can try to stop me. You can try to stop me. No, I said try. You can try to stop me. Those forces out there can try. No, you're not going to stop me. Even if the internet were to go down, you're still not going to stop me. I'm just going to tell you, you're not. Because I'm still going to grow on the inside of my being, and so is a lot of other people on the inside of the being. If you're in here right now and you cannot comment, the comments were turned on when I started this video. I just want you to know. And if something has turned off the comments because of what's ahead for me, something has interjected its energy, more or less, in here, so that I would be dissuaded. It's just a little bump in the road. That's all it is. A little bump in the road. Hold on now. I'm going to put you up here. It's a little bump in the road. Let me type this stuff in. While I do this, you're looking up at the ceiling right now, is what you're doing. And And this don't just got to do with me. This don't just got to do with me. It's got to do with my spiritual lineage also. This has to do with my spiritual lineage, is what it has to do with too. And you may find that out in your life. You may think, why do I have stuff like this happening? It has to do with your spiritual lineage also. I want you to watch that. The comments have been turned off for this. I didn't do it. We're going to go down in here. You're going to see something. Well, we're going to see what they got. This stream, there's no altered comment. Comments and ratings are on. There may not even be a button now on here for the live comments. Let me go, no, let me save those changes. Let's see the customization. Look, 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 look. Live chat. They turned it off. They turned off the live chat for this, the energy out there. Now you should be able to live chat unless, try to comment on here now. See what happens if you comment. See what happens. I'm going to open up another window and see if they're allowing the comments to come on. Try to comment. See, now they've allowed it. They turned off the comment on here. They want to stop my spiritual journey. They want to stop me from stepping on the stepping stones of my life. And they're not going to stop me from stepping on the stepping stones of my life. Terry, honey, about time you knew something was wrong. You did. That's right. They blocked it. No, James, honey, it's not that you had to refresh. No. The comments, the live chat was turned on for the beginning of this video. It's always turned on. There is an energy out there that doesn't want, not just me, but it doesn't want people to spiritually grow on the inside of their being, because if you spiritually grow on the inside of your being, that means that energy out there is going to become weaker. It's like you making the decision to turn that light, the brightness up on the inside of you. This is what it's like. Watch this. Watch this. It's like this right here. Let me do this light. This is like you. Let me do this. This is what the energy out there wants. The energy does not want you to grow spiritually, because when you do, your light gets brighter. It gets really bright, and it doesn't like that, because when your light gets brighter, it's going to be able to shine on the darkness. It is, and the darkness doesn't like it. Let's just call it, let's call it for what it is. Let's just say what it is. I got stepping stones, the stepping stones of life. I've got them. You've got stepping stones. Let me read you the poem, The Stepping Stones of Life. This is my other iPhone. Let me read that to you. I wrote it a long, long time ago. I did. Years ago. You got to turn this phone on. You looking at me because I'm looking at you. No. Oh, a major shift is coming in your life. I've got a major shift coming in my life. I feel it in my spiritual being, and I'm going to go forward. I will go forward on those spiritual stepping stones. Do I know what those stones will contain on the inside of them? What experiences and stuff? No. Oh, I'm going to take my time, James, honey. I am. I'm going to do it. Oh, I got to let my phone turn on, my iPhone 8. Yeah. Georgie, honey, hello. See, now if you're just tuning in, see, this is what happens. People will look for the live chat when this video started, look, your vibe will attract your tribe. Well, Okay, hello. They unsubscribing people left and right. I want to read the stepping stones of life. Stepping, I got it. I wrote this poem. It flowed in within a matter of 2 minutes back in February the 8th of 2016. The stepping stones of life. See it? My life. Let me stand up for the stepping stones of life. Now put yourself in my shoes, or put yourself in your own shoes, and just think of yourself as having these stepping stones, because even when you went across a river or a creek and it looks like there's water, you want to find some stones that you can step on so your foot don't get into the water. And sometimes those stones are further apart and you have to like jump to the next stone. And that's how it is in life. Sometimes it's farther apart, the distance to there, but it's with no, you got to jump. You got to jump to that next stone. You do. Are you going to get in the water? Okay, the stepping stones of life and heaven's door. My life was just beginning when I stepped upon the stone. I took my very first breath in this place that I call home. Each time that I grew older, a stone would then appear. A path was being formed every day of every year. The stepping stones of life that I was walking on, I didn't know where they'd lead, but I still kept traveling on. I saw some other stones laid down along the way, didn't know why they were there, didn't know why they were laid. Many years had passed by, and many stones I saw behind, too many for me to count, too many stones in my life. The stepping stones of life led me straight to heaven's door, the place that I would think of, the place that I longed for. I saw the door swing open. I saw Jesus standing there. I asked about the stones, the other stones that were there. He took me by the hand. He said, "You see those stones? I laid myself a path so that I could walk you home." So the path's already been laid, and my stepping stones are appearing along the path that has already been laid. The same way with you. The path has already been laid in the spiritual realm. And when those stepping stones appear in front of you, you walk them. You step on those stones and you do it. You don't let the powers on this earth stop you. You do not do it. You answer that higher calling. You can answer it. If you got a higher calling, you feel it in your spirit, you answer that higher calling. Yeah, answer it. That's what I got to say. Good morning. So if you're just tuning in, this video right here, they cut the live chat. Don't be surprised when the video ends that they cut the comments too. The message is what's important. Yeah, that's what is important, is the message. Now you can see if I come over here to the live stream, I can also pull this up on my live stream. I can pull it straight up. This is the time right there. All right, John 3:16. Yes, for God so loved the world. So loved it. So loved it. Now, you may find that you have a major shift occurring in your life. And you may find that, this, spiritually speaking, the stepping stone that you are on now, which you can look behind you and you can see the path behind you. You can. You got a path that's behind you. Some of those stepping stones may have lots of cracks in them because, you may have stayed there too long. You may have stayed on a stepping stone too long because when you look back, you just think of them having years or specific time stamps. You may have stood on them too long and then you got a lot of cracks in them. And if you would have stayed there, you would have fell straight through. Yeah, but you didn't. You're still going. So I am going to go. You may feel that your life is in a major shift. You have a major shift that is occurring on the inside of you. It's okay. Do you know the future? No, but you know who holds the future. You got to listen to your spirit on the inside. Right here. Listen and feel on the inside of here. And it's going to be connected with up here. The connection. Oh, that was a very, 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 very faint, short, beep, and it stopped. And this here, just it didn't get very far at all. Yeah. So keep going. If your life seems a little little shaky, if you feel a little shaky within your spirit or a little unknown, and there's things happening behind the scenes, a lot of things, and you don't need to know the mysteries that are occurring behind the scenes. You don't need to know truly. Your spirit doesn't need to know, because your spirit, if you were looking, it would be all clear. You would see everything all clear. Your spirit is not really concerned, the spirit on the inside of you, because everything's going according to plan, the way it's supposed to. Even though you may think, well, I might want to doubt, get the doubt, push the doubt out of the way. You got to have faith going forward in this life. You're going to have to let that faith grow. The faith inside you's got to grow so your light can get brighter. Don't ever lose your hope. You want to grow on the inside of your being. You want your spiritual path to be fully enlightened. You want to light it up. Light up that spiritual path. You want those stones to glow. You want those stepping stones to glow when you step on them. That way, you know, right there, they glow when you step onto them. Can you picture that? Like the one you're stepping on, it's not glowing too bright right now. That means the battery on that stepping stone, whatever, it's about finished. You got to step on the next stepping stone. You probably got your foot halfway there, but you're getting ready to step on it. It's glowing. It is glowing. You got to step on that glowing stepping stone. And that glow, once you get both feet on it, it's gonna go all the way up. It's like it's just like penetrating all the way up, and your whole body's gonna glow. You're gonna glow. That's how you gotta look at it. You gotta glow. Let's see if you're all still commenting live. If you're just tuning in, you need to have the boldness. I'm not gonna say you need to. There is a boldness within you. Okay, there is, and that you know there is, and it's okay for you to step into that boldness. You can be bold, Gina. I'm not bold. I'm a little scaredy cat. No, you're not a scaredy cat. You're not. You're not a scaredy cat. You can be bold as a lion, and you step on that stepping stone. You look up behind you and you see all those other stepping stones, but really you can't see the stepping stones, that path that was already laid. It's a spiritual path. It's right alongside yours. You can't see it. But when you get to your final destination, it's all made clear. You just got to keep taking a step. It's steps of faith. You got to have faith, is what you got to have. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Yes, you got to shine. Shine for Jesus. Let that light shine on the inside of you. Let it be a great big, if you want to be a great big beacon of light, you better get ready for some major transformations occurring in your life, and they may be painful when you transform, but you can do it. You can. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. The path's already been laid. The path has already been laid beside you. You just got to keep stepping. I'm going to go. My words are done. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Thank you for watching this. And if you are just now coming in at the tail end of this video, you will notice, well, you probably won't notice, but at the very beginning of this video, something turned off the live chat and no one was able to comment for the first 20 some odd minutes of the video. I had to physically come up here and turn on the live chat in order to get it to come on from the computer. Hit that subscribe button, you all, and give this video a thumbs up. And regardless if they turn the comments off and disable the comments after this video is done, that's okay. You still watch it. Don't let that deter you. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion, okay? Just listen to the message. Listen to the message, the words, and then you'll see what's happening. You'll see what's happening. I'm going to go. Have a wonderful rest.